Hey everyone, I wanted to jump on here and share a message about karma and the karma that I got in the past couple weeks around Christmas and how I got through it so that it can help you guys. As a healer, I get karma too, and I have hard lessons and I have to get through them. And when I get sick, I do make myself heal myself because I know I can do it. And this is a powerful message, a powerful set of lessons that I went through, even though it was really, really hard. So I kissed a guy that I shouldn't have. I know I failed my test. And the universe threw me a curveball. He was so hot and he was so sexy. And I thought we got along really good. And, we met up, kissed him, probably shouldn't have, and got a sore throat. And um, yeah, I got a sore throat for 2 weeks and I got it on my left side. So that tells me when I get an ailment within my body or something happens, like after I do something, I know if it's for me or if it's not for me. And if I pass the test or if I did something was on the right path or not on the right path for me. So I got a sore throat. I knew I probably shouldn't have hung out with the guy. And that's why I'm very, very picky and I use discernment about who I am around and who I hang out with because I don't take it personal, but I get bad karma. I either get physically sick or I get bad karma, like financially or in my life in general. If anybody, I'm talking friends, family, anybody's in my energy, I'm not supposed to be around. That's how sensitive the universe is with me. It's like they instantly punish me if I do something bad. I don't know if that happens with you, but that has been my journey my whole life. So, yes, I'm very conscious about my choices and what I'm doing because the universe is on my ass. Okay, so kissed a guy I shouldn't have, got a sore throat, and I'm talking the worst, one of the worst sore throats I've ever had. It was terrible. It was so shut, I couldn't even hardly brush my teeth. And I couldn't eat. I had to drink shakes and I'm already tiny as it is. And it's not because I want to be, it's just because like I hardly, when I was going through all my healing journey and everything that my trauma, I couldn't eat. So I'm just a tiny person in general, but I, I need to eat every day or I get, I'll drop weight quick. So I was a little worried about that. And I was worried about the upgrade and upgrading and that I missed the shift because I did something bad. And I had to cancel a bunch of appointments because I couldn't even show up here. I couldn't even show up for the studio. I was sick. I was telling everybody the healer was out. So my mom told me that I wasn't going to be able to heal it if it was a strep throat and that I needed to go to the doctor if I wasn't getting better. She was really, really worried about me, which is what moms do. And so I was already in fear about getting sick and about failing my test. And then I was in fear about being able to heal myself too, because my mom too was in my ear telling me I needed to go to the doctor. And that's what normally happens with us, when we're out in society and we are on this journey is they'll try to drag us back into that world. And, we're trying to focus in this world where we know we can control it and we can heal ourselves. We don't need medicine. Okay, so I knew myself was telling me I can heal myself. I can do this. I was in so much pain. It was terrible. Every day that went by, I wasn't getting it. It was not working. I even called my niece in to help me. She helps me do healing, and I made her do quantum healing with me, a quantum healing session. I healed myself instantly. It worked. I started getting in fear mode again and worried and like if it actually worked and did the quantum healing session work and is it going to sustain or is it strep throat and bacteria, because that's what my mom was telling me, that bacteria you can't hardly get rid of, you got to have medicine for that. So I had all this thoughts in my head still, and I was like, I know I can heal myself. So I had to just kind of ignore all the noise, okay, and I had to sit with myself, and I'm talking for days. Okay. And I'm telling you, about on the 14th day, I was so sick. I was crying. I was so stressed out. I thought I was going to die. So when I'm telling you health is wealth, I am so grateful for health. Because when you're sick, it is terrible. I don't know how people go around and live life and they're sick. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they're not focused on making sure they're healthy, because I can't function if I'm not healthy. I was so bad at just from a sore throat. So, and it was just in my throat area, and it was kind of going into my ear. So as a healer, I know it was giving me a message, and I needed to learn my lesson and get the message. It was telling me it was a past life, a past lesson, either in my past life, it could still been, which is, it doesn't matter if it is or not. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about, like, am I passing my lessons in this life? And is it a past lesson that I should have already known that I should have passed? And yes, it was. So it was already a test that I've already passed, and I failed it again because I didn't listen to my intuition necessarily and know, like, I knew he wasn't in alignment with me, but I still wanted to have fun. I was bored too, and I just wanted to wing it and just, just live a little, just be human. The universe doesn't really let me be human very much, but it's fine. So I learned that, like, it was a past lesson. So I understood the lesson, I understood the message. But in the end, I had to heal myself. And I think that that was my lesson, and that was my message, that I had to go through it again. And, like, through the doubt and the fear, I had to break through that and be able to break through that and heal myself at the same time, and then get rid of all the noise. So as a healer, I understand what it's like to have all this noise and everybody trying to tell you what you need to do, but just focus on yourself, just listen to yourself, and trust yourself when it's telling you you don't need the doctor, you don't need medicine, you can heal yourself. So I may not have had the answer for 14 days, but on the 14th day, I was praying to my spirit guide, which I was praying to Jesus this time. I have different ones. You guys might have different ones too, whoever resonates with you. But yes, I work with my spirit guides all the time. And I called in Jesus this time. It depends on what I'm going through, who I call in though. And you can call God source in too. But God's usually, like, very general, and Jesus is more like, he gives me the answer that I guess that really helps click in my brain. So he doesn't just come in the room. I'm just sitting there in meditation, and I'm telling him I'm doing all the steps. What am I missing? Because I was in so much pain I couldn't think straight. And the thought came in, and he said, sit still. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm not sitting still. I'm relaxed, but I wasn't sitting still. I wasn't still. I wasn't completely still. And he said, stillness. And I was like, oh, okay, all right. So I did it, and I listened. He didn't do it for me. My spirit guides didn't do it for me. They were there. They gave me the guidance. Just like I was a healer, I'm giving you the guidance. We're here. But you got to ride the bicycle by yourself. So I had to sit there and just sit still. And if I didn't listen, it wouldn't have worked. But I listened finally. I didn't want to. It didn't feel good. Just like, when you got to go to the gym, you don't want to go to the gym, but you got to go. It's uncomfortable when you're healing yourself, but I tell you what, it worked. And I finally, just even that word, just the stillness, it took away, like, the fear, the worry, like, everything. I don't know what, it just literally dissolved everything. So I hope that helps you in whatever you're going through, especially if you're going through karmic health. Karma is not bad. It's a guide. It was guiding me back on the right direction, and it was making me stronger as well. So the lesson, it wasn't necessarily, yeah, I failed the lesson, but maybe I really needed that lesson because it built me more. And it helped me get rid of the doubt and the fear of being sick. Because honestly, I haven't been sick for a really long time. So the universe is testing me. Like, okay, are you a healer? Let's see if you can heal yourself. And that's what I want to give to you guys too. Like, when you're working with spiritual people or a healer or a guide, are they walking the walk? Or are they just talking and they look sloppy? Because if they look sloppy and they ain't walking the walk, I wouldn't be going to them. Okay? You want to be in alignment with someone who walks the walk, that knows how to do it, and then can teach you the proper way. And that leads you back to you. That whatever you feel is right for you, you do that. If you need to go to the doctor, that's all right. Go to the doctor. That's just not what it was telling me. It was telling me that I could do it. It was telling me that I could heal myself. I didn't need to go get an antibiotic. That's what everybody else does. I understand that, but I'm not on everybody else's journey. I'm not like everybody else. And when I trusted myself and I did it, do you know how empowered and amazing I felt? I felt good. So thank you for the, the kiss that I shouldn't have had. It was, it was awesome lesson in the end, but it was terrible going through it. Okay. So that is how all of the healing is when you're healing your body. Okay. I'm just telling you, it does not feel good at all. It's very uncomfortable, but just push through, power through it, trust yourself, and listen to you. I'm guiding you and teaching you how to do it, but listen to what it tells you. So if you're sitting there and you're not getting the answer and you need something else to click, ask your spirit guides, ask for help, get the answer that clicks for you so that everything falls into place. But you have to do the work and you have to ride the bicycle, okay? But stillness was the message, and it was awesome, okay? And to not listen to everybody else, just to trust myself and trust my intuition and trust the way that I felt, because I am connected to my abilities and I got to use them now. So are you, especially if you're in these sessions with me and you're on this message in this video. We are now in tune, where we're walking the walk. We're doing it. No one's in control of us. We're in control of our body. We're in control of our mind, our body, and the physical world. Not in control of other people, our world, right? So that's just the reminder, is that we got to use our abilities, okay? So if you do get sick, don't get fear. Use your abilities. Overcome it, okay? You got this. And if you haven't checked out my meditation video, check it out. I'm going to post that. It's probably should be already posted by the time you watch this. And it helps reiterate what I went through, but we kind of actually do it together, just tapping in and making sure you're tuned in. And I reiterate this message as well. So I hope this helps and gives you some peace today when you're in doubt, and some light, because I thought it was the end of the world when I was sick. So I just wanted to give this message out so it lifts you guys up. You got this. You can do this. Stillness is the answer in the message today. Have the best day.